Officials in Colorado are hoping to count big tax revenues from pot. 1 week after legalizing recreational marijuana, business there is hitting a Rocky Mountain high. So what will that mean for the state's coffers? Our Jane Wells reports.
Hey, good afternoon.
A tour of marijuana grow houses in Colorado. This is now a thing.
Is the overhead pretty bad?
One tourist is Texas finance major Philip Fruget, who's contemplating a career here post-graduation.
I would become a consultant and do some sort of consulting and see if you could create a little bit more efficiency and streamline the whole process from grower to production to the store, brick and mortar store.
Colorado is throwing out the welcome mat to tourists in its new joint venture, charging taxes on recreational pot well over 25%. The industry estimates $5 million worth of adult-use marijuana was sold in the first 5 days, which means well over $1 million in taxes. But that could hit a roadblock.
Colorado is running out of pot, and that might be the headline of this story, but as you see around us, there's a lot more behind it.
Demand has turned out to be much higher than expected. With legalized recreational growing still getting up to speed, pot sellers have been allowed to use some of their medical marijuana supplies in a one-time transfer, but it hasn't been enough. Is this place going to run out of pot, at least in the short term?
In the short term, we will.
David Martinez at the 3D Cannabis Center saw long lines New Year's Day, but this place had to shut down 2 days this week to restock.
We hope by the end of summer we could be caught up, but it could be a year, it could be 2 years.
How much are prices going up because of scarcity?
About 200%.
Norton Arbeles of River Rock Wellness Center sells medical marijuana, but he won't sell recreational pot for another month as he tries to build up inventory, and he needs money to expand.
We don't have access to traditional banking, and so actually finding the financing to capitalize the businesses and increase the infrastructure has been very, very difficult. We have to go to private equity, we have to go to venture capital.
In the end, though, it could mean big bucks for the state, tax revenues which may be more addictive than any drug.
I don't think that anybody has any idea how big this is.
For Nightly Business Report, Jane Wells, Denver.